concentration.
Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. The Panthers on the prowl. We continue driving down the field to the red zone. We just got a first down and 10. Smitty on the loose, wide open Ted again. Stack 6 more on the board, looking like a win. With the 6-game winning streak, put them out their misery. Brady wanna cry when the ref threw the penalty. Panthers got a hot team, Patriots the enemy. Draw the first blood, different team than we used to be. Cam swerving through the traffic, signaling a first down. Fans on their feet and the crowd getting really loud. Offense did a job off the field. There's a towel. Bank of America. Stadium is going down. Defense got him pushed back to the end zone. Hardy with the sack. That's a safety and we got the ball. Rushing on your shotgun. Staring at the barrel, y'all. All New England fans hear him saying that ain't fair at all. Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. Better watch the linebacker, he can read you like a book. Run 40 yards just to tackle Luke. Got him shook, Tobert like a tank. And D'Angelo with the fake. Stiff arm, out of bounds, 25 to game. Stewart back, healthy 3 lethal running backs. It's suicide, add the wide receivers, it's a rout. Secret weapon, make plays, Greg Olsen make it happen. Keep pounding on these haters, we ain't playing John Madden. Legion of the Hood, hometown go boom. Force and fumbles, Panthers making sure the ball is loose. Jack move, Charles Johnson, yeah, he will come attack you. State of mind, mentally and physically, we pass you. Godfrey in the nickel back, and he making sure we're safe. Panthers on the proud, we gon' come and elevate the state. Hard fought thriller, only 59 seconds left. Panther fans on the feet, heart beating out the chest. Ice up, son, what's up? Ice up, son, what's up? Carolina keep pounding. Carolina keep pounding. Ice up, son, what's up? Ice up, son, what's up? Carolina keep pounding. Carolina keep pounding. Ice up, son, what's up? Ice up, son, what's up? Carolina keep pounding. Carolina keep pounding. Ice up, son, what's up? Ice up, son, Carolina keep pounding. Carolina keep pounding.
What is up, Keep Pounding crew? We are back with another live stream. How you guys doing today? I am in Charlotte, North Carolina right now, getting ready for training camp day 8 and 9 on Monday and Tuesday. So, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit this bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. And don't forget to check out the Facebook group page, Keep Pounding in all caps, for in-game posts, polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news, such as scheduling for the channel and for the Fantasy Football League. And the Keep Pounding Fantasy Football League that is coming up. We have a raffle coming up on the 15th for that. We've got 2 interested parties right now for that raffle. Anyone that's still interested, we'll get that going. Give me just 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, the other Fantasy Football League, of course, we are still filling up with our Brian running that and myself filling in the rest of those spots with my people. Then we'll open it up to the chat. So, in that league, you will be playing for a ring, an actual physical ring. I've shown you guys that on stream. So, that being said, first of all, just got back from the Collectathon event in the Charlotte Convention Center, and I came away with this baby right here. Signed Greg Olsen mini helmet. Beautiful mini helmet. There you go. And shout out to the vendor, who also had a uh, massive, regular sized white helmet with the blue logo on it with CMC's autograph on it that went for about $500. Uh, I don't know why he thought that was worth $500 to sell that thing for that much, but you know. But I got a good deal on this, 125, which is still a little high, but for Greg Olson, you know, it's Greg Olson. Come on, it's Greg Olson. I couldn't turn it down. Um, and I will say that also there was a signed helmet from DJ Moore, Sam Darnold, Jeremy Chin, and a few others. And I was very impressed, because that had to take you at least 3 to 4 practices to get that many signatures. You know, that's not a fluke. You had to take your time and make sure you got those signatures. So most likely, I encountered said person when we were doing the training camp in Spartanburg. Getting autographs. Um, and I just didn't recognize the vendor, most likely. Um, but it's big shout out to the people that get those autographs. Because but I feel like you should get a little bit more uh, leniency on that, and not try to go overboard on trying to sell those. You know, not everybody can go to these camps, and you know, I get that. You know, and throughout the year you want those autographs, so you have to pay up for them. But the thing is, like, if you're able to go, you're able to get them for free. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're able to go, you can get them for free. So some of these vendors make absolute bank off of these autographs. Um, and it's just amazing to me because, yeah, you're making money, but at the same time, like, it's kind of disrespectful too. I mean, I'm just saying. And the reason I knew that he got those autographs from last year is because he got one name in particular that caught my attention. Sam Darnold. So he most likely got all those autographs that year, which was 2 years ago, I believe. 2 years. So that being said, um, I think that it was just really cool getting to know some of these people up in Charlotte. At the collectathon, and I heard Blitz was there on Saturday, so shout out Blitz. It's not really his cup of tea, because there were a lot of card collectors there. Um, it was mostly Pokemon people, you know, and with all due respect, I did not expect to see anybody with Panthers merchandise or merchandise in general in there, as related to football. But I saw a signed Joe Montana uh, picture, and I also saw a Michael Jordan signed picture, which I was not expecting to see at all. So shout out to the people running that booth because that was really cool. Those are very rare signatures, and I have to give proper credit and respect where it's due. Very cool. All right. Let me know in chat. Can you guys hear me okay? I am using a new mic, so this is a headset mic. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We can go back to the old traditional mic, and I can go back to holding it, like a talk show host, but whatever. you know, it works. Um, so yeah, day 7. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room, which is Xavier Leggett getting carted off with a leg injury. Not fun, not at all. Um, you know, yes, I am Lock Poppy. I'm in Charlotte. So if anybody up in Charlotte wants to visit me or say hi, tomorrow is the good day to do that after I'm done. After training camp or during training camp, or you know, tomorrow's just a good day in general because I'm not doing much in the afternoon. Um, so if you guys want to do lunch, dinner, whatever you guys want to do, I am 100% down. Um, and that includes other streamers as well. Let me know. I let you guys know way ahead of time, what days I would be up here. So if you miss your chance, you miss your chance. You know. Uh, nice. Are you going to both training camp days tomorrow? Yes, yes, Monday and Tuesday. I'll be leaving Tuesday after I get done streaming. Uh, so because I want to get one good stream in before heading out on Tuesday afternoon. Because they told us checkout was at 3. So, um, but yes, Greg Olson signed mini helmet, man. God, it's gorgeous. It is just straight up gorgeous. $125 well spent. And Big Cat, if you remember, I spent 100 on the Thomas Davis one. So, with both now, this is going right up on my wall. Definitely going on my wall, right next to it. Any of those big autographs like that from 2015, I'm already interested in. Hit me up with offers. I'm in the market for them. From that 2015 team. I know the prices are going to be high. I don't care. Those are the ones I'm interested in. Is the mic coming in good and clear? We good? No issues? If I'm not loud enough for you guys, just turn up your device sound. Just make sure. Okay? All right, day 7. Day 7. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So XL going down with the leg injury um, is a major concern. Obviously, You know, I don't want to be that person that says that, oh, we're gonna be ruined again, and nothing will ever go right. If our number one pick goes down, with an injury. Because I remember back in 2015, 2014, when a certain wide receiver went down. We all know who that was, and we did just fine. You know, so as far as I'm concerned, yeah, I don't think it's going to deter us. And the, the initial report was, an injured leg, and then all of a sudden, now it's, oh, he's day to day now, and we're like, okay, cool, you know. So, what's the real status of XL? Do we really even know? I'll trust the medical doctors, that say day to day, but I think we should play this cool and safe with him right now. Um, so camp observations. Let's get this on the screen for everybody. One momento. There we go. All right. And by the way, I saw on the app where there were some walk up tickets available for the fourth, fifth, um, seventh, eighth, and 10th, I believe it was. I don't know. You guys saw it. If you have the app, if you have the Panthers app, you'll see it. Um, so, Camp's observations: defense starts hot, offense responds late. Um, Dave Canales talked about the energy of camp today. I listened to that on the way up to Charlotte, that press conference. A couple of things I wanted to call out. Um, where is it? Oh, we did better with penalties. That's the first thing I wanted to point out from that press conference. The second thing was, I'm trying to remember what it was. Okay, they said it was something in his lower leg with XL. He mentioned finishing strong. Yeah, it was the fourth quarter bit. Yeah, I remember now. All right, so he mentioned finishing strong in the fourth quarter, and that's been a problem for us in the past. It was something I pointed out last year, and we finally started to do something about it under Steve Wilkes. Now, um, so now we're running red zone drills, doing things with the ball, and I just have to say I'm very pleased with the energy that we're seeing, from this team. I think it's something worth checking out. Um, but that part caught my attention. because of our history. And he mentioned the fact that you have to factor in injuries and things like that in the fourth quarter. There's a lot of things that go into that, you know, to finish strong. And he's got a point. He's legit got a point, man. If you've watched Tampa Bay games, they finish strong. That's why they went 12 wins. That's why they got as far as they did. Yeah, Tom Brady did help, but finishing out those games, even when Tom was barely cracking 20 points, you know, it was still wins. That's my point. So and getting back to XL, we're just going to evaluate him this afternoon as a precaution, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're evaluating him, and we're taking it slow. This is a coaching staff that's going to take care of these players and take care of who we have. He's not just treating them as names and numbers on a page. These are real people. These are real human beings. So let's treat them with the respect that they're due. Let's take care of them health wise. Let's try to make sure that, these guys can see the field and see as many snaps as possible. So I like that about Dave Canales. I like that he is concerned about that and willing to uh, put in that time and effort to make sure these guys are okay. Um, so a strong and flashy finish for the offense. The defense started out strong, which is a good thing. And as I mentioned, Javian Sanders got a touchdown in Fan Day. Okay, so how did he do today? Well, here we go. After keeping an RPO and giving thought to a sneak, Bryce Young rolled left, set his feet, found rookie Sanders in the back of the end zone. That's now 2 days in a row with a touchdown from this 6'4", 243-pound rookie tight end from Texas. And used his frame to go over a defender and come down with the touchdown. Oh, this I gotta see. Let's see this. Oh, my man's got some hands and some physical ability over here. Oh, snap. Ian, you might have some competition, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you better step your game up now. This dude's going to take your spot. If he keeps that up, you're third string. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. No, I'm not sorry at all. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. Because, Ian, you had plenty of time, man, under bad coaching and now good coaching to step your game up. So I don't want to hear the excuses from Ian. You know, you either step your game up, you either sink or swim, Ian. And right now, this man is hungry. He just showed you he's hungry. And he's about to take your spot. What are you going to do about it? That's all I'm saying, bro. Just a natural football player. We'd love to see him work a little on things, the technique stuff that uh, Coach Pat McPherson's working on him with, to Sanders. But the thing we're seeing from him is just finds a way to get open and he's available as a pass catcher, which is what we're hoping he could do for us. I mean that's dude. Might have gotten a steal with Sanders. That's what I'm saying. I think we got lucky, guys. I think we got lucky. This management knew what they were doing. They went after this dude aggressively. We traded aggressively for him, and we got him. So what I'm saying is, if we can continue to find guys like this is gonna elevate our roster. It's gonna elevate our play. It's gonna elevate everything we're doing. Off-schedule plays have been a point of emphasis for Young and the offense through training camp. It is where quarterback and Johnston have found the best chemistry and its aspects of the Young's game coaches to better utilize. Um, Crucial aspects of the quarterback moving out of the pocket, however, is protection holding up. As often the case with the offensive line, no one position is more important as protection than the left tackle. So for Icky, each one of these off-schedule plays from Young in practice have been welcome work. I agree. Totally agree. Put Clowney on him. Clowney is putting the heat on him and Taylor. And I just have to say this. There was a tweet that came out of Bryce being put under pressure, and they were wondering, you know, which one of the offensive linemen was not getting it done on that play. Well, I watched it, and I can tell you for sure it was Brady Christensen because he went in and he missed his block, so he went over and he helped out the left guard. Well, here comes the wide open pass rusher, you know, unguarded, right at Bryce. Luckily, Bryce was able to take care of it and do what he had to do and didn't take the sack. But it's still a concern, because we're moving Brady Christensen around. On that particular play, he was a center. Um, but you got to have people out there, that can properly block for you. All right, so Icky is one of those people I did want to hear from. He hasn't been talking much, so I want to hear from him. Let's see what he's got to say here. He says, I feel like in pass pro, it's always good kind of knowing when a quarterback is going to drop. Bryce has been really good at that, being real consistent. I feel like that definitely goes hand in hand, especially with the tackle position, because there's so much space out there. It's definitely good, kind of being able to sense when he's going back and going to be in the pocket. It helps me block my defender a little better. I feel like I'm definitely improved in that aspect, being able to kind of sense where Bryce is at. And also, if the pocket breaks down, being able to kind of sense which way he wants to roll out as well. All right, see, that was one of the things that we never established with prior quarterbacks in the last 3 years. We had no idea what these guys were going to do. We had no plan. They just rolled out whichever way they were going to roll out and did their thing, and these offensive linemen just were like, you know, especially Icky, being brand new to the league, raw in the second year, had no idea what he was walking into. So it's good to communicate. It's good to know and sense where these guys are going to back up. And it takes a couple of years to get that sense as an offensive lineman, and learn that. You're not going to learn that right away, like by being thrown right into the frying pan, you know, with your rookie year, unless you're just that good, like Jordan Gross was. Which, by the way, now, since we mentioned him, even he wasn't even that great, starting out in his rookie year, but he developed into the Jordan Gross that we know and love now because he took the time, he learned, he listened, and he took everything to heart and used it. So, that being said, you've got Jordan Gross that I would like to see Jordan Gross get himself more involved with this offensive line. Him and a few of the other veterans that were really good. Trey Turner's one of them. Andrew Norwell. I'd like to see some of these guys talk to these offensive linemen that we have now. Teach them the things that you learned, you know, as offensive linemen, Pro Bowl, NFL offensive linemen, and the most successful offensive lineman we've ever had. By the way, teach these guys, show them footwork, show them hands, show them the technique, show them everything, and I I allude that to the next point, which is, um, I think it was either Icky or somebody else that spoke on the fact that uh, they recorded tape of him doing like each one of the plays, and he would go back and review the tape for each one. He would take that to his person that was evaluating and said, "Okay, evaluate this one. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Evaluate this one. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Evaluate this tape. Tell me what I'm doing wrong." And each time he would develop more and more knowledge. And I said, okay, cool. You know, that's one of the things I got from the press conference today is that right there. And I was really impressed when I heard that because that's what we're looking for. People that are willing to take that time and learn, listen and learn. Not just say, oh, well, I screwed up. Woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. Okay, yeah, it's going to affect me into the next play. No, no. Stop letting these guys affect you as you're going into the next play. Let it go. And that's why when you saw like Deontay Johnson answer that question, and I think it was J.C. Horn that may have answered that question as well. I forget which defensive player it was. It could have been Shaq. I don't know. But I mentioned this once before, though. This question became very, very important. How do you recover from your mistakes? You know, and each one of these players is going to answer differently. There's no, there's no one right or wrong answer, honestly, because everybody handles it differently. As long as it's in a healthy way, to where these guys take that knowledge and use it, to um, go back out there the next day, take what you learned with you, and ball out. You know, it's not that complicated. You know, so what did we learn? What did that player learn? You know, um, But yeah, am I concerned that the defense is better than the offense right now? No, not at all. This typically happens with us. Um, and that's a good sign because that shows a strong defense coming out of the gate. Um, I'm very pleased to hear that. And Ajaro is doing what he does. You know, so far, he is now showing us this is what DJ is meant to do. He is meant to be a pass rusher. Okay? This is his identity now. Awesome. Now we know what he's supposed to be doing. Let's see how well he does it. You know, that's what I'm going to be measuring tomorrow morning when I go out there on Monday morning for day 8. I want to see, is this dude a successful pass rusher, or should we just have him as a linebacker? Where are we supposed to put him? Because all the reports are saying pass rusher. Oh, he's going to be a great pass rusher. He's going to be this, that, and the third. I need to see it. I don't want to just read a report. I want to see it. Show me that you are a capable pass rusher, DJ. Show me. Don't just show the coaches, show me too. Because I want to believe it too. I don't want to just believe the word of a coach or believe the word of a whatever reporter decides they want to do something this day. You know, prove it. Let me see what you got, man. That's why I come out here, man. I want to see it with my own two eyes. And unfortunately, because I'm only able to come out here for 2 days, and see the real thing, instead of just fan day, which is watered down, you know, I want to see, are these guys continuing to build healthy habits? Are they continuing to do the things that they're supposed to be doing? Are they continuing to make progress as advertised? Or is the hype a bunch of BS? Which one is it? You know? So tomorrow morning and Tuesday morning are going to be very, very critical days for me because I only have 2 days to evaluate these guys. So I've got to choose carefully who I look at. Um, I've seen Sanders. I've seen um, a couple of these other guys. So I'm convinced now Sanders is legitimate. He is everything as advertised. Now I need to see the corner position. I need to see the secondary. I need to see um, the linebacker position. I need to see um, Bryce Young and how he is adapting with the wide receivers. There's a little bit more here, that I need to look at. Man, I've got a handful of players that I want to look at, and 2 days may or may not be enough. But I'm going to try my best to give you the best overall look at these guys that I can. But preseason will give us that full um, look at some of these players so we know exactly what we're doing with. Our scheme defensively is fantastic. Excuse me, it's late. But yes, I completely agree. So it's really hard, this team, the scheme right here, to maximize the disguise. There's so many good things that make it hard for you to kind of know when they're going to be able to get that shot down the field. He's talking about like long passes, I do recall that in the press conference. Um, so I'm just kind of giving you the highlights of the press conference. No need to really show it, but it's a bunch of random questions. There's only like 5 questions that legitimately are important, in my opinion. Like the questions weren't bad, but you know they weren't great either. But generally speaking, like the 3 or 4 questions that really stood out, yeah, I'm kind of covering it right now for you. Um, so he basically says, as the further we get into training camp, the more these holes are going to open up and the opportunities. You know, you'd love to see more production down the field, but it's something that you have to wait on, really. And I would agree with that. I think there is something there. Um, hmm, I don't know. I don't see anything else really that needs to be addressed. I apologize. I'm really late with this stream, and I'm just a little tired right now, so I'm just kind of nodding off a little. But yeah, I don't feel like there's really anything big beyond that we did, except for the transactions. So let's kind of get into the transactions here. So this might be a short stream today, since I got to get up early. Yeah. Let's talk about we covered Dylan Johnson, didn't we? Did we get Dylan Johnson? I don't remember if we did or not. I know we got Rashad Penny, yeah. So yeah, we covered him. Okay. We added a tight end. Let's talk about Curtis Hodges. Past 2 seasons with the Commodores, did not appear in a game. Played at Arizona State. Steven Sullivan on the IR because of quadriceps injury. I wasn't even aware of the quadriceps injury, to be honest. And Steven Sullivan's another one. I wanted to experiment with this dude. I wanted to see, can he continue that level of success that he was showing under Steve Wilkes. I want to see it. You know, can you take your game to the next level? Can you push yourself? Because honestly, he looked good last year, man. And he had a few opportunities and he made the most of them. Little screen passes, short passes that the dude caught the ball and he made a move with it. I was very impressed. I thought, okay, for his size and his shape, we can do something with this. You know, let's see what this brings us. And the thing is, Sullivan was with the Seahawks in 2020. 12 passes, 125 yards last season from LSU. So, um, also the big homie Julius Peppers got his golden jacket. Very, very excited to see that, man. The speech is on the Panthers website and on their YouTube channel. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. That is a that was an emotional moment, man. I gotta be completely honest with you guys. That was amazing. I loved every second of it, man. Every second of it. And it's about time this man gets his just rewards, for all that hard work, time, blood, sweat, and tears that Julius Peppers put into this game. Like, he's one of the few Panthers players that I would say absolutely 1,000,000% deserves it. No question about it. So, with the tight ends, we signed Jacob Hollister, who is an undrafted free agent in 2017 with the New England Patriots. He spent time with training camps of Seahawks, Bills, Jags, Raiders, and Vikings, with multiple stops at some teams. Um, Best two seasons came with the Seahawks. Much of the offensive staff now with the Panthers. Just during these two seasons, Hollister pulled in 66 receptions for 558 yards and 6 touchdowns. Nice numbers. Nice numbers. I like what I'm seeing. This dude could be solid for us. I mean, Ian, you are on the hot seat, sir. You are absolutely on the hot seat. Shout out Donna B. She says thank you. You are quite welcome. The Real Sunchild says, likes up, smash the subscribe button. Let's go. Keep pounding, brother. Yes, sir. Please do. Please definitely do that. Let's get this up to 550, please. We're real close, guys. We're real close. I want real people up in here, Matt. I don't want those fake clowns. I don't want no bots. I don't want these keyboard warriors. I want real people up in here, man. Sticky. When we get 550, we want to celebrate as 550 real people that really do care about this channel and what we're trying to do here and our goals. That are sticky because they believe in what we're doing here with the content and the fact that it's free. You're getting free content here, and some of these people come by and visit. And that's cool. You wanna be a lurker? That's cool. I got no problem with that. Hit that like button on your way out. If you like what you hear, hit the like button, man. Doesn't cost you a thing. Hit the sub button. You know, it's completely free. I'm never gonna charge you a dime. Not for either one of those. Come on. So 550 real ones, man. That's what I'm looking for. It's not the number, it's the people. You know what I'm saying? It's the people. And when you get 550 real people up in your match, it's a special milestone. It means that much more when you got real ones up in here, man. But anyway, back to Ian Thomas. Ian, you got some heat on you, bro. You got some heat on you. Oh, I'm gonna be watching you real close tomorrow. If Ian goes in, I'm gonna be watching him like a hawk in these tight ends. Because if this dude stays stagnant and Sanders keeps popping off, and now you got this dude, Mr. Jacob Hollister, and if he starts popping off, ooh, I'm telling you, man, you're not gonna last the end of the month, Ian. Either he does not last the end of the year, or he does not end the last month playing like that. Let's see his contract real quick. I want to see what his contract is. Because I swear, if we're paying this dude, okay, all right. 1.3, I can deal with 1.3. You know, base salary. I can deal with that. 3.7. Okay, Ian. Are we sure that this dude is worth 3.7 at this point? Or is he worth as much as a third stringer? Now, Ian, I gotta throw a little bit of heat at you, man. I gotta heat you up because you're not getting it done, bro. You're hurting my heart, man, because I like you. I like Ian. Don't get me wrong, man. I like Ian. He's a very likable guy and great personality, great locker room asset, great for the community. But Ian, man, you got to step it up. This is sink or swim time, man. Either you break your glass ceiling this year or you don't do it at all in Carolina. And we're gonna have to find your new home, man, because this ain't it. You know, tons of time, tons of chances we've given this dude, right? It's simply time. You either pass or you fail. And for 3.7 mil, mm, 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 mm. Now my frustration begins where we have had multiple tight end injuries this training camp. It continues with the fact that we are still overpaying Taylor Moat and not restructuring his contract. And it continues even further still, where that money could go towards a solid um, tackle. Once tackles are available to pick up. Closer to the trade deadline and at the end of the year. So part of that 3.7 could go that direction if you really chose to do so. The issue is we haven't chosen to do so. And part of that, Ian, part of that Taylor Moton money could combine with that to where you can get a solid tackle in free agency at the end of the year. And, you know, once we're done with Ian, we're done. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's 3.7 we're gonna have to pay him. But I don't see it. I don't see the progress. I don't see him breaking the last ceiling yet. Until I see it, he's not worth the 3.7. It's just my opinion. So Ian, use this as motivation, bro. Use this as fire. Light yourself on fire on the field, man. Not literally, but metaphorically. You know what I'm saying? Use that to bring heat to the kitchen, bro. Because otherwise, you're not going to make it. I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. You know, I got to call it like I see it. We're always looking to upgrade. If you're not cutting it, you got to upgrade it on. Period. Because that's the type of roster we're trying to build. So, um, in a corresponding move, we waived wide receiver Devin Carter. All right. Not. I'm vaguely familiar. Uh, hmm. I don't really know that much about him, to be honest. Like I said, I thought he was a camp body, and I was right, to be honest. Let's see. Lucky and slow start catapults to a stronger finish. Let's see. Let's see. Losing the weight of last year, Miles Sanders feels lighter than ever, and that's another thing I want to bring. Miles Sanders looked good, dude. From what I was hearing, Miles Sanders looked good. He looked solid. So if he continues to run hard and do what he does, I don't think I don't think anybody from our group is willing to just automatically give up on Miles Sanders. Not yet. You know, you got a bunch of people out there that want him moved terribly bad. Okay, but the running back room looks good. I don't see a problem here. Bu- bu- we added corner Anthony Brown. Yes, Anthony Brown. I think we covered him. Yeah, we did. I did read his numbers off before I headed up to Charlotte. So, but solid corner though. You know, I like this move. Wait, defensive back Andre Thomas. Yeah, figured. Clayton Isabel. Panthers added safety Clayton Isabel. Isabel. Curtis Hodges waived injured. I think it's hilarious how um, there was a team that picked up one of our former offensive linemen, and he instantly gets hurt on the first practice and is out for the year. I mean, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, the injury bug is killing us in training camp, and it's a major concern. It's a major concern that we need to do something about. You know, and it starts with Mr. Tepper putting grass on the field, which the man will not do. I mean, for the love of everything that is green on this earth, literally put some green grass on this field. It's not that hard. It costs you what? A film, a couple mil? Dude, you're a billionaire. You're a billionaire, Mr. Tepper. With all due respect, man, please do this for your players. Everybody respects and loves these players, man. And you should too, as the owner. You know, like, uh, you clearly shown that you love these players. You clearly shown the passion that, and frustration that we as Panther fans have, by getting pissed off and throwing your drink on somebody. Yes, was it the wrong thing to do? Absolutely. But is he as frustrated as we are? Absolutely. And he has a right to be. You know, you're paying how many millions of dollars for this franchise? You have a right to be pissed off with a 2-win record. I'm not saying you don't, but throwing a drink on somebody is not the answer. You got to control that frustration and anger, and not let it boil over because you do stupid things when you're pissed off. Everybody does. So let's find out who Clayton 6'2", 220. I mean, we needed depth. We needed something back there um, to back up Kenny Robinson. I mean, not Kenny Robinson, but who was our safety? Let me check again. I'll double check that. My apologies, folks. Damari Robinson, special teamer. I apologize if I accidentally got off a little bit. I'm tired. It's been a busy day. Mingo. Let's talk about Mingo. Mingo's having a great camp. Steve Smith said he's been working with him, and the results are definitely showing. I'm very pleased. I saw him during Fan Day. He caught 2 or 3 really good passes. Very pleased with that. Good chemistry with Bryce. Adam Thielen popped off during Fan Day, and I have full expectation he's going to pop off again. Um, uh, Deontay Johnson had a couple of drops, but one of those was not his fault. During Fan Day, it went over his hands. It's uncatchable. So, let's see. Hmm. Chuba had a good day lately. Chuba's been having a couple of good days. Yeah, he did get blown up by Clowney, but he's been playing really well. Troy Hill looked great during Fan Day, as advertised. Um, J.B. Robinson got a pass deflection during Fan Day. I was very happy to see that happen because He's one of those quiet players that I have not seen anything from during training camp at all, um, or preseason since last year, really. Late last year he made a few plays during games, but that was really it. Um, oh, Josie Jewell, as advertised, getting it done with the run stop. Shaq again, as advertised. Shaq and Shaq. Um, Michael Barrett actually impressed me. Michael Barrett had some really good plays during Fan Day. I really like this dude. I think there's something there. Um, and he's one of those guys that I needed to take a look at. That's our new linebacker from Michigan. So let's see. As far as the kicking game is concerned, uh, Eddie Pinero is leading the way still. Dude does not miss. I keep trying to tell y'all. If you're expecting Eddie to miss when he's healthy, it ain't happening in the next 5 to 10 years. Dude's a freaking beast with his legs. Now, as mentioned before, let's get into the quarterbacks. So we got Andrew Rao, his center. Okay. Um I did not see anything of Boodle in any of the reports today. So I'm looking for him to continue to build on what he created in Fan Day. Of course, the leaders, Derek Brown and Clowney, making their presence known. Um, let's see. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Hmm. Oh, Andy Dalton is on the decline, and now he got injured, you know. And I knew it was just a matter of time before this dude either runs out his contract or he gets hurt or something happens. So, my apologies. We got a new quarterback. We got the quarterback from the Saints practice squad, who's already here beforehand. Give me 1 second to lock down the name of that certain player. Let me go into the group chat on that. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'll show you guys the helmet too in a minute. Give me 1 minute. We got to do a discussion about a Colin Kaepernick rumor. Nothing's been confirmed, of course. And Thomas Davis has become a lot more active. Thomas Davis rarely ever talked in the last 7 years, at least not directly to anybody that we've had on this roster or in this management. You know, I don't know what went on behind closed doors, but whatever it was, hey, Thomas Davis showing up and eating our guys in training camp. Yes, sir. I don't know what you guys did to draw him out, but whatever it is, keep doing it because it worked. uh, let's see. Do. I'm gonna be all the way down here. Let me check down here. Oh, Jake Luton. Jake Luton. That's the name I was looking for. Jake Luton looked really solid during last year's preseason and training camp. The dude's got a cannon for an arm. He's just got to calm it down a little bit. Use some proper technique, good coaching, and an easy to read playbook. And I think he'll be fine. You know, I'll take him as a backup. Definitely. It's cheaper, and we stole him from the Saints practice squad. Excellent move, Dan. Well done, sir. I didn't think we'd have a shot at him again, but the Saints decided they wanted to be dumb and allow us to get a shot. So, hey, we'll take him. Definitely. And who's to say we still can't sign Tannehill, too, for like $1 million and put Jake Luton on the practice squad? I'd be down for that move, too. At this point, Dan is making all the smart decisions right now. All the smart decisions. We are literally taking care of business, man. So, um, with that being said, who is this specifically that we signed? Okay. Oh, it's Jacob Hollister. Okay. I'm seeing it on the Facebook page now. Okay, cool. Luigi Villain from Wake Forest, offensive linebacker. Okay, 6'4", 252. Okay. I like the name. I like I like his first name, Luigi. It's cool. Wow. Mario. Mario. Luigi. Ironically enough, they did have the voice actor for Mario at the collectathon today. So that was cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to meet him, but that would have been cool. Um, see what we get. TMJ was quiet today. Nothing from him. Hmm. Um. Nothing from Ian Thomas again. But yeah, my main concerns remain Icky and Taylor Bowden at this point. I think Icky's going to straighten himself out. Taylor Bowden's my main concern on that offensive line. As far as the wide receivers are concerned, my concern is TMJ. Definitely TMJ. We haven't heard enough of TMJ's name, this year. I need more. If the man can stay healthy and he can stay on that field, I need more TMJ reps. I need to see what this dude can really do under a proper coach. Um, I want to see one more day of Mingo. I want to see what Mingo can do and bring to the table. I'm not 100% convinced, but I'm feeling it though. I'm feeling it. You showed me something during fan day, and I'm feeling it. Let's see here. On defense, actually, let's stick with offense right now. Let's stay with offense. My next concern is Brooks. You know, is he going to stay healthy enough to be useful, after week 4? Or is this dude made of glass? So, we'll see. Um, at the tight end position, Ian Thomas. Ian Thomas for sure. And it's not even close to a vote on this one. Ian Thomas just has not gotten it done. All right, so moving on to the defense. You got pass rushing is still an issue. Um, it's still not quite there yet, and that's okay. If we end up in the 20s range, that's not a big deal. It just means that's what we have to draft. You know what I mean? So I think the next point of emphasis is the linebackers. Linebackers are a concern right now, depth wise. I'm looking at that depth and I'm not thrilled by it. So one more offseason will fix that. Um, Corner. I'm looking for Dane Johnson to have another great day. That'll show me that he is worth the contract money we are paying him, and he's got the skills to get the job done. So, Dane, I'm gonna be watching you tomorrow. Show up. Charles Smith Wade. Let's get into Charles Smith Wade again. Dante Jackson 2.0, toe tackling, and has a knack for the same injuries that Dante got when he was in college. Same exact ones. I mean, this is not a coincidence, folks. Um, so what I want him to do in order to take his game to the next level, because I believe that he has the talent to become the next James Bradbury, is step your game up by studying film on Josh Norman and James Bradbury. That's what I want you to do, Chow. Go hit those dudes up on the phone. Ask them for a private workout with you. After hours. I want you to work with these guys to elevate your game. Chow, I know you got it in you, bro. I know you got it in you, and I want to see that dog come out of Chow Smith's way, man. I want to see it come out. I want to see the animal come out. He's got it in him, man. I'm telling y'all. I know how to read these players. I've had 4 or 5 good years of reading these players, and I see it. The dog in Chow Smith's weight. I see it. You just got to bring it out of him. So, and keep that man healthy at all costs. Keep him healthy, and that's your next solid number 2 corner right there. No question. He will overtake Dane Jackson. There's no doubt in my mind. You give him the proper training and time and development, he will overtake Dane Jackson. I promise you he will. So then it's just a matter of replacing J.C. Horn at that point, who, if J.C. Horn gets hurt again, yeah. I like Dane. I think there's something there. But like I said, I need another day to take a look at Dane Jackson. I don't see what I'm looking for out of Dane yet. So that he remains in review for me. I'll still have to finish evaluating him. Alumo Allen. Okay, that's a camp body. Um, the reason you're not hearing from Cade Mays is because he's getting the job done. You're not hearing from him at all. That's a very good thing. Um, no word about Zavala either. Zavala's getting the job done, as far as we know. Iku, I haven't heard heads or tails about you yet. It's time for you to step up. You've been in the league 2 years now. Step up, dude. Let us know who you are. But I do believe that Bryce Young is as advertised. I really do believe that. And what you're getting from Jack Plummer so far in my evaluation process, and it's not complete yet. I need 2 more days to look at Jack. But so far, we know that he can roll out. We know that he can run. We know that he can short pass. Those are 3 checklists, right? Items right there. that I'm seeing. He knows how to extend plays. So, and he knows how to step up in the pocket. So, you know, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it from Jack, but I need a little more. You know what I'm saying? Just a little more. Felipe Franks just can't body. Coker, I haven't heard anything about yet. Seventh round pick, right? From Holy Cross? Nothing. Um, so I want to see him get involved. I want to find out who Coker is as a Carolina Panther. You know, if you've looked at his numbers, you know who he is as a Holy Cross wide receiver, but we don't know who he is as a Panther yet. He doesn't have a full identity yet. But as of right now, I feel like Adam Thielen just is in control of this wide receiver room. You guys get that feeling too? It's not that same energy. It's Adam Thielen just running the wide receiver out room right now. Um, Not much going on with ISM. Haven't heard anything from him. Tavion Robinson. I need to see Tavion Robinson run some routes and ball out. I need to see it. The second I see it, it'll confirm what I already know about this dude. Because I've got a pretty good read on him after watching him in Kentucky. Dude's a beast. Can he bring that up to the NFL level? Can he shake and bake some corners in the NFL? And right now, with J.C. Horn being at his strongest right now and healthiest that he's going to be all year, now is the time to test these wide receivers properly. Let's find out who they are against J.C. Horn, because J.C. Horn is a absolute monster on the field when he's healthy. I mean, prove me wrong. At this point, prove me wrong. If he could stay healthy for an entire year and earn his stripes, man, I could see him definitely becoming a Pro Bowler. You know, definitely. So I'm gonna put my faith in him for now, and I'm gonna hope. I'm gonna really, really hope that Tavion shows me exactly who I think he is. Please do. Please do, good sir. All right. Let's see. Really bring up is actually three people. Xavier Woods had a couple pass breakups during Fan Day. Loved it. Want to see that progress and continue. Ricky Lee, haven't heard much of him, which is a good thing because if your name's not called, that's a good thing if you're an offensive lineman. And Nick Scott. Nick Scott. If Nick Scott gets the job done back there, yeah, I could see him. I could see him making the 53. This is one of the few years where I think we don't quite have enough depth at safety, talent wise. But numbers wise, oh yeah, it's there. Talent wise, uh, it lacks a little bit to be desired, just a little bit. But yeah, it's there. So Excuse me. Overall, good crew here. I feel like every move that's being made is a very intelligent one by Dan. He knows what he's doing, and Dave Canales knows what he wants. They both share the same vision. They're both on the same page. Everything seems to be on the same page. So I'm pleased by what I'm seeing. I see a lot of potential here, even with XL, hurt. Even with these players hurt, I still see a lot of potential, and I'm not willing to waver from my 7 to 8 wins prediction yet. Not willing to waver yet. But again, these are early predictions. Nobody's right or wrong until the season starts. Even the people that think we're going to get no wins. So far, you're correct. We don't know. Till the season starts, we don't know. So let's just have faith, stay optimistic, and let's see what happens. Wherever we end up is where we end up. And at this point, that can only help us draft wise and second year production wise, as far as offseason wise. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we land, and that's going to be big. I think somewhere between 10 and 15 is where I'm thinking we're going to land, which is perfect. So, um, I think that about covers it, unless there's something else we didn't cover. Um, Miles Sanders feels lighter than ever. Whatever. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, Looking to see, did we have any good press conferences today? Well, Sanders, I'm ready to compete and win games. Icky talks consistency. Dave Canales excited for high energy at practice. Good. DJ Johnson talks growth in his second year. Tara Moten talks veteran leadership. Okay, I see two that we can look at. Let's do DJ Johnson. I want my first look at this dude. I want to know who DJ Johnson is. Please tell me who he is. In a press conference. So let's do this. Who are you, DJ? Let's hear from him.
Evero puts a lot of emphasis on that. I'm just wondering, how much have you grown in that aspect of your game from going from a prospect to a pro?
Really just trying to live up to that expectation. Attacking the weight room, attacking the field, attacking the defensive scheme and the technique is the best way to get better at that.
Mm-hmm. Are you feeling a little bit more comfortable as an edge rusher this year than maybe you were last year coming in?
Overall, I'm just working to get more comfortable playing football on this level, just in general, both in run and pass game.
They've lost. Oh, go ahead.
I'd say what's different for you this year versus last year, and how much is Clowney kind of helping you?
Overall, I say experience, just being able to play a season already under your belt, and then being around these guys, watching how they work, watching how they get ready and stuff like that is great to learn from.
And Alice used the word fantastic.
True.
I asked about you the other day. How do you feel like that's fair assumption of the way you've gone from last year to this year?
Always happy to hear good praise and trying to live up to that. Honestly, I just had my head down, been working real hard, so it's not something that I've been like harping on other than just trying to be my best.
Is that starting job? It's open. I mean, is that something? I guess is that your goal? And you think a lot about that?
No, not something I really think about. That's up to the coaches. My job is to be the best I could possibly be, and if that's where they put me, that's where they put me.
How helpful is it for you guys to have the same defensive coordinator back for a second year in a row for the defense as a whole?
I say super helpful to be able to not have to relearn, just kind of tighten up details and being able to fully understand the defense and understand our DC.
DJ, you've got a couple of tight ends on this team that are making conversions from different positions. As a guy who has had to convert to tight end from another position, how difficult is that to make that move?
It's definitely a challenge. Whenever you got to work more than one thing, especially in football, it makes it more hard because, like, this is people that work at one particular thing their whole life. So to have to change something is definitely difficult, but possible.
That transition?
Honestly, remember what you learned from the other side of the ball and take that to that side, and then from there just embrace the new role.
This defense does have a lot of returning faces along with their returning coaching staff. How much have you guys grown as a group? I guess those returning guys who were here last year after, you guys had a pretty good pass defense last year. The run defense obviously needed improvement. But, like, how have you guys grown as a group on the field and off the field?
Off the field, they say we've grown closer, more time together, stuff like that. And then on the field, getting more detailed within our defense.
You getting guys into anime? Is that what?
Yeah, trying to find my anime guys for sure.
What's your favorite right now?
Favorite Overlord.
Really? He's an anime guy. Interesting.
My boy, I think it's Yamir. He's one of our tackles. He's a big anime. He just told me about his trip to Japan, so I gotta take a trip out there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, DJ.
You should.
I mean, I like it. I think he's legitimate. He's sincere in what he's saying. And I think he really is learning from his mistakes. So let's hear from Taylor.
Chicken expert since 1990.
I want to hear from Taylor. Come on, YouTube. There we go.
How we doing?
Comes out in full
Hey,
pads.
you stay cool out here today or what? You guys don't have fans? You guys sneak in that cool room at all? That's a game changer. That's what y'all got to hang out in. If I were you guys.
Hold up. What player comes out in his pads for a press conference? And full jersey on still? What kind of psycho does that? And then he talks about how hot it is. Yet you're still wearing the freaking jersey and the pads, good sir. Bruh. This guy. Alright, let's go.
It's pretty cool. That was ridiculous. Yeah, no pun intended. It's amazing though, especially after a long hot practice. Get in there, you know what I mean? Cool the central nervous system down, whatever it is. So.
Have you noticed a difference, like, when you come out of there?
Feel refreshed. It's like, remember those old like peppermint patty commercials? You take a bite and then you end up on that mountaintop. That's like how I feel when I go in there, to be honest. So it's very refreshing.
Knowing that now?
What is this man talking about? The freaking peppermint patty commercials? What? I don't Guys, I don't know what to do with this dude. I don't know what to do with this dude. Like we're out here trying to ask serious questions about your playing ability, Taylor. Like, what what is this? What are we listening to right now? Is this an advertisement for peppermint patties? Is this an endorsement for Old Spice? You know, for the deodorant? Because it's so hot outside, yet you're still wearing pads. It's like, what are we doing here? I don't. Taylor, come on, man. You're killing me, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. It snows in there sometimes.
How has this camp been for you? Kind of being part of drills, then maybe taking a couple of vet days off, sort of thing. How's that been for you?
Even though I take some vet.
Dude, did this man drink like an entire pot of coffee this morning? Or did he have like two energy drinks? Like, what is going on, man? This dude is like so jittery right now. Did you drink like five sodas? Like, what? What the heck? I've never seen any player this jittery and moving around like he's on some type of sugar rush or something, or he's on some drugs or something. Come on, man, calm down a little, breathe, relax, my guy. They're just asking questions, man. I know, I understand anxiety. I get anxiety. Okay, trust me, I get anxiety more so than anybody. I am anxious 24/7. Y'all would never know it because I get on camera and I act like I'm not. But I've got more anxiousness than half these people combined. So, you know, I just turned it into positive energy. I turned it into words. I turned it into something that's useful, that helps people. Not everybody is that good and able to do that. So, I consider that a talent and I consider that a blessing. But yeah, my guy acts like he just ate like an entire freaking Nerds rope. You know how much sugar is in those freaking Nerds ropes? My God. Don't ever try to eat an entire one. Diabetes. That's all I'm going to say.
Days. It's not a day off. I'm still getting mental reps in. Still,
Today is not a day
visualizing my
off.
techniques and helping
Today,
some of the younger guys and helping the rest of them.
lean with it, rock with.
Doing all that good stuff.
Lean with
At
it,
the end of
rock
the
with
day,
it.
our mission is just to be the best version of ourselves day in and day out. And even when I get those,
I love you, Taylor.
find a way
I love.
to get 1% better.
With right tackle,
You know I crack on you because I
playing
love you,
against,
bro.
a bigger right
Come on, man.
guard, it seems to be really, really beneficial. How is Robert trying to help you guys get acclimated?
Robert's been great. I love working with him. I think he's a tremendous football player. And, I feel like we're, really growing chemistry through OTAs and the beginning of preseason here. And, just excited
That's awesome.
for the games to start with him. We're just taking it one day at a time,
Love to hear that right there.
You were not practicing, I guess, on Thursday, but you saw Davian really having a big day out there. What's it been like going up against him?
He's a great player. I'm getting better from him day in and day out. Obviously, he's just been lined up with the right tackle predominantly. I embrace that challenge, and
Are you though? Are you though? Half the times I've seen you out there, you get blown up like a tackling dummy. During fan day. Now, granted, I saw 30 minutes of this man get blown up by clowning, and he wants to talk about, I'm getting better by clowning. Are you though? Are you though? All right. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You got 2 more days, bro.
I appreciate him because, you know, the harder these practices are, the easier Sundays will be. So, you know, it's been great, and not only is he a
True.
great football player, great guy. It's been a pleasure getting to know him, and yeah, I love competing with him day in and day out. And he's, you know,
Mm.
probably that getting 1% better, and I hope I'm doing the same for him.
What about his skills? And who would you compare him to as far as his rush?
Comparing to who?
That's what I'm asking. I mean,
Is he compared to? I mean, you know,
like
I think he's a one of a kind rusher. You know, definitely
Stupid question. Is Jadavian Clowney? Come on. Next.
brings a lot of different looks, and which I appreciate because it, you know,
Yeah,
means I have
I,
to anchor down, you know, for the bull rush,
some of
be
y'all
able
don't
to
need to be
finesse
asking
for the finesse
questions.
rushes, what have you, and you know, getting those different
For real.
rushes, just more and more opportunities for me to get more prepared for the Sundays. So.
You had OTAs, mini camps under your belt now, and a little bit of training camp. What are you? Anything in particular you're seeing different about Bryce, or noticing different about him?
I love to see the growth day in and day out, and you know, I believe he's a tremendous leader, and you know, he's really stepped into that role, and you know, I love playing with him, love working with him, and you know, I just want to do my best for him and help the rest of the line as much as I can, so we can all be at our best, so he can play at his best, right? We're all in this together every day.
True.
Say
True.
you guys are stepping in that role of leader. Can you give us an example, like what that means?
I mean, just you know, he's some examples. Just making sure we all come in, I guess, with juice, right? We all come in with a head on straight, making sure that we're all where we're supposed to be, stuff like that, and just making sure if he feels energy down, he's bringing us up, you know, like today. So, you know, little things like that. It makes a big difference, especially when it's from, you know, QB1. So
Good answer, recovery there. He seemed like he was not prepared for that question. Did you see his body language? He just was not prepared for that at all. And his energy kind of showed that. Like, he was just prepared, like, I have no idea what kind of questions I'm going to get, but I'm just going to wing it today. That's the mentality that he came in with. And I respect it, but at the same time, like, my dude, you got to be ready for wacky questions, dude. Because the media will come at you with all kinds of wacky stuff. You got to be ready. That's one of the things they teach you is be ready. You can't come in there nervous and looking like a ball of energy, you know, built up, you know, like you're about to go for a run or something. You know what I mean? Like, these reporters will eat you alive with questions like that you're not prepared for. Let's go.
yeah, like I said before, I'm happy to be working with him. I'm excited about the future.
When you look at Austin moving to center, you know, what have you seen from him as he, you know, learns a new position and kind of is leading that offensive line now?
Austin? Yeah, he's very smart. I think he stepped into the center position great, and you know, I love working with him. You know, it was obviously I know him pretty well. Last couple years we called each other Salt and Pepper. You can probably figure out why, but you know, it's him moving into center. It's been great, and yeah, love him and excited about the season with him.
Going back to Bryce, kind of bringing guys up. Dave mentioned that things were a little flat to start off today. That Bryce and DB kind of got y'all going. What was that message from the two of them?
Just, you know, we got to bring that game day. The day off's over. Let's rock today. You know, these days of practice, and you know, I've seen it over the years. It just gets shorter and shorter. You know, now I'm getting vet days too. It's like you can't afford to take any days off, and I think that was the biggest message, right? Because you know, the first preseason game will be here before you know it. The regular
Fair
season will be
point.
here before you know it, and we need to make sure that we're firing on all cylinders. So it's it's such a blessing, such an opportunity to come out day in and day out and just be able to wear it, even if it's practically an NFL uniform, and play the sport we all loved growing up to play. And you know, that's something that, you know, as a team, we can never take for granted, an opportunity to get better at something like this.
Good answer. Good answer.
When you add two new guys like you have this season, what does that process look like, and where are you guys in that process?
I think we're coming along great. You know, I mean, I'm the type of guy that never, is satisfied with anything.
Good
And I'm
question.
sure they're not either. You know, they give me that kind of vibe. So it's something that even if it's good, let's build it great. Let's build it to elite, right? And it's just let's just like I said before, continue to get better and better and better. But I do feel like up front we're taking steps in the right direction, which I love. But you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and just back to the point of taking these practices for granted, we can't afford to, and you know that's why. And I'm loving the process though. It's been a great.
Biggest offensive line you played on?
I never thought of it, but probably is. Got some big boys in the middle. Nicky's big. You know, I put on some weight myself, man. So yeah, I'm excited. It's the jersey. That's all it is. You know, it hides all this, but it's there.
How much weight did you put on?
A little bit, 10, 15 pounds. Enough to anchor on these bull rushes, move some people. You know.
What have you
Are you really? Are you really though? If you can't make a dent against Clowney, how are you gonna push people around and move people? Just food for thought.
seen from Icky so far this offseason?
Seen a lot of growth, a lot of development. He comes in with the right intent day in and day out. He's focused, and you know he's been a pleasure to work with this whole off season, and just you know excited to just continue to work with him and see him turn into you know the best version of himself.
You've worked with a lot of offensive line coaches in your career. All of them seem to be
Icky is icky.
interesting.
You know what I
guys.
mean?
What's interesting about Joe?
Joe, you know, I have seen a lot of interesting O-linemen, even back to my high school days. There's just something about O-line coaches. I don't know what it is, but I might have to get back to you on just something that pops out about him, like in a weird aspect. But what I do appreciate about him is, you know, his attention to detail. And it's pretty cool. It's the first time in my whole career I've had just a specific tackles coach. So is this you're getting a little bit more one-on-one action, like he's just talking to me and Nick when we're in there versus an.
Wait. Specific tackles coach? We have a tackles coach? I thought it was just an offensive line coach. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in chat, guys. Is it a tackles coach? Or is he just talking about the offensive line coach? Let me know. Drop me a comment if you're watching this on VOD.
O-line coach who has to talk to all five guys, which you know I appreciate, helping me just dial in my attention to detail a little more, and just it's great to get his perspective. Obviously, you know I believe he's a tremendous offensive tackle coach, and you know it's been a pleasure working with him.
How often do you hear Canales?
Offensive tackle coach. He specifically named it an offensive tackle coach. Let me see about this. You got my attention. Hold up. Because last time I checked, man. Okay, offensive coordinator, assistant head coach, run game coordinator, pass game coordinator, quarterbacks, wide receivers, tight ends, running backs, offensive line, assistant offensive line. Yeah, see, we don't have a tackles coach. That's not what that is. It's an offensive line coach. It's Joe Gilbert. I don't know what. Come on, man.
And the other coaches tell you guys we want the run game to set the tone for what we're trying to do here.
I love it. You know, I've been saying it for years. Whatever play is called, it's above my pay grade. But you know, we all love running the rock. That's just the O-line staple. I love running it, and it's something that, like I said with the practice, you can't afford to take those opportunities to run the ball for granted. And we want to make people, you know, pay up front in the run game, playing the play out. And yeah, I'm excited about it. But you know, at the end of the day, whatever play's called, you just got to execute it to the best of my ability.
Is that being drilled into you guys? How much more is it being drilled into you now than it has been other?
Around the ball. I mean, that's hard to compare it to the past, but I do know it is something that's important, obviously, and it's something we don't take for granted. So yeah, I'm excited about whatever play is called at the end of the day. So thanks, guys.
Okay, guys. So that is Taylor Moton. Ideally, we learned that this dude has no clue what the heck he's even talking about for half of this. He's winging it. And I'm just sitting there like, really? Really? What in the world did we just listen to? I have no idea. I have no freaking idea. I'm just being real with you. I'll check out Dave Canales tomorrow. I'm not gonna do it tonight because I gotta get some sleep for tomorrow morning. But bright and early training camp tomorrow morning. See you guys there. I'll do the post practice training camp stream. So I'm not sure whereabouts that's going to happen. It'll be right after all the information comes out. You know, after the press conferences, everything. So we'll be able to check all that stuff out once it comes out. So I'll probably wait till like 12 or 1 for everything to come out before I jump on it, all right? But I will be there in person tomorrow. This coming morning. Bright and early. All right. That being said, guys, I don't think there's anything else to cover. You guys let me know. We'll cover it tomorrow. Until then, stay happy, healthy, and well. You guys know what we do around here, man. I got my Sam Mills jersey on, guys. Got it on. I'm gonna direct you to Cam Newton's live stream. He is live right now playing some college football, so go check him out on the More Cam Newton channel. So go check him out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Remember to keep pounding. Peace. Shout out to Lock Poppy, The Real Sunchild, and Donna B for being in the chat today. And remember to keep pounding.